Hello folks, Fuzz here and welcome back to Final Fantasy 15. And in the last episode we managed to get hold of our Chocobo, so we can actually race around the game map now on a bird rather than on Noctis' legs, which is always a bonus. You know, we never say no to fast travel, and Chocobos are awesome, so we're going to make good use of that in today's episode, I assure you, since we've got a lot of side quest content to cover before we crack on with the story. As always, if you do enjoy watching, please don't forget to hit the like button, and feel free to check out my other content as well. If you like Final Fantasy, I've done a whole bunch of other Final Fantasy walkthroughs which you can find on my channel. So, still at Wiz's Chocobo post here, and we did Chocobo Racing also in the last episode, so by all means go and check that out. We'll be doing more of that once we've levelled our Chocobo up and brought it to a stronger point where it can defeat some of the higher opponents. So the quest here that you can see is the next quest available in the Chocobo quest chain for Wiz himself, but we can't actually complete that quest yet, so we're going to just ignore it. There is another quest around here somewhere. I've just got to try and pinpoint it exactly, since it's not showing up on the mini-map due to all the other bits and bobs. Okay, it's just actually outside of the Chocobo post area. So this is basically a quest that involves travelling. We'll actually probably use the Regalia, in all honesty, for a little bit of experience. So we pick it up just outside of the area.
Everything in order.
And we've hit level 2. So if you remember, I did say that the longer you ride your Chocobo, then the higher level it will get. And after 2 minutes of riding, you'll reach level 2. And then I think it's either 4 or 6 minutes to reach level 3. And at level 2, the stats of the Chocobo aren't boosted, but you can actually use your Chocobo to escape from a battle. And before we speak to this fella, let's just see if we can grab the loot that's pinpointed on our map here.
Thanks for the ride. We'll meet again.
An iron bangle. And the iron bangle is an accessory which, when equipped, will boost that character's health by a small amount. So we're going to see what this fella's up to and what he needs.
Whoa. The disc really is on fire. Is it safe to go near it?
Seeing as we're near, why don't we make a stop at the Disc of Corthus?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Wonderful. I've always wanted to see the Meteor of Legend.
Right, so we've now triggered the quest known as Pilgrimage. So we'll select that as the quest we want to track. And we'll just head over in the Regalia, because although it looks close on the map, you have to actually follow the roads in order to get there due to the terrain. So it just makes sense, trust me, just to head back to the car and make our way straight there. We can even get Ignis to drive us, I believe. There we go, so we do have a 5-minute journey.
Sweet Chocobos. You always set my soul at ease.
Never realized you were so into Chocobos.
I'm totally into Chocobos. Don't take that the wrong way.
There's no wrong way to love a Chocobo.
Now, there is actually a type of quest that we haven't yet experienced known as photo opportunities. And these are generally triggered when in the car. And usually it's Prompto will stop or will speak up and say that he wants to take a photo of some landscape that you're passing. And there is one that triggers around the Disc of Carthage, whatever it's called, the place that we're heading to now, as part of this quest. So we might be able to do that at the same time. And it's important that you have learned the Ascension node to gain AP whilst in the car, because it's, you know, fairly long journeys like this that will actually boost your AP for you. And the other thing I should say as well is there is quite a bit of lore involved in this area that we're heading to, but that'll all be revealed to us as we make our way through the game, so I won't say too much about it. Oh, look at the size of that thing over on the left hand side. That is one big beast. Oh, the other thing I was going to say as well, I think I did mention before previously.
Those things are huge.
But it is important to just point it out because we do get new viewers and whatnot. And that is...
So this is the
Oh, I'll
infamous
mention that
disc.
afterwards because here we've got the
Why
photo
not?
opportunity
Don't you
that I
want
was
to get a
speaking
shot
of.
of you in the meteor?
Why not?
Yay! Let's go!
So with the photo opportunity quest, the Regalia will just pause its journey and take you to the nearest point where you can take the photo, and then you can resume to where you was heading to afterwards. What I was going to say was don't bother wasting your AP on learning the experience boosting
Precipitation.
nodes in the Ascension tree, because they're really not worth it, and there's easier ways to gain experience if you want to level up in this game. So once you've reached the location, just select
Take
to
a
take
shot
a
from
photo,
here.
and it will take care of it
now
for you.
it's picture time. Ready or not? Oh, love the lighting.
So you get a little bit of experience as well for completing those photo ops. But also, you know, you get arguably a cool picture to add to the album. And we just probably are just going to select to head back from the map because that wall thing in the way is going to stop us from jumping to the car, so we're going to have to either just use this option and get the loading screen, or run to where the wall ends, and goodness knows where that is. So head back to the car and just choose resume.
Ignis, little cover here.
Just a moment.
There does seem to be a bug in this game when it's raining, and if you have the cover of the car already
They're
up,
gigantic.
then the team will still ask for it to be put up. So yes, as Prompto mentioned, I think it was Prompto, there was a meteor that came crashing down here. But we will be exploring that later. There's a definite Final Fantasy VII vibe, isn't there, to that? But anyway, yeah, I don't recommend using your Chocobo to try and do this quest. Not only will you miss out on that photo op, but there's just too much landscape to try and get around. I haven't yet customised the Regalia either, which is something you can do, other than adding the service parts that we've collected as part of Cindy's questline. But I am trying to stockpile my gil at the moment, mainly for curative items, since they're so important. But we're building up our AP. I just want to check how much AP we've got now, 66. I do recommend, if you haven't already, that you download the free Holiday Pack DLC. It is free, and it does give you a bunch of accessories that you can equip on your party members to help boost up your AP. So hopefully Ignis can put his foot down, because I didn't realise actually time had got away from me that it was getting so late. At 8 PM Ignis will refuse to drive the car, and we probably won't be able to complete the quest then until we've rested, which would be a little bit frustrating, but there you go. can drive in manual mode when Ignis doesn't want to drive.
Look at the size of those things.
But even when demons spawn, you can't drive at that point, then the car will stop. Fortunately, we'll be able to auto-travel back to the Chocobo post once we've completed this quest. And then there's going to be a hunt I want us to take on before we actually move on from that area.
Guys, check that out.
There we go, actually. That is the pilgrimage quest done. That's all we had to do was reach this
Castle.
bollard, or this place.
Weather cleared up.
And the game begins.
There is going to be a fight now that we have to engage in. Well, we don't have to, but we may as well.
What do we do?
So by all means, get your spells ready if you've got thunder, which we haven't. Don't forget you can R1 if you're in wait mode. And I do recommend using wait mode, even though at times it's a little bit frustrating when it keeps stopping the action. Overall, it is worth it, so that you can just decide who you want to attack with a little bit more time to organise the battlefield. So there's not really any weaknesses for this guy apart from 2 shields. So we'll just hit it with our strong fire spell.
Mr. Nice Guy!
And I recommend actually taking out the smaller guys first. Of course they do like to just interfere with the rest of the battle. They can stun you and whatnot, which obviously can cause problems. I'm just going to briefly... there's no elemental weakness on this guy, so I'm not actually going to use the enhancement ability. Instead, what we are going to do is use regroup. It's a great heal.
Yep.
As you can see, it brings Noctis back up to health, and it would do so for anybody else that is injured as well. Something you may want to prioritise in your ascension tree is the ability to increase the tech bar replenishment rate. Obviously, it's never a bad idea to be able to be casting more techniques, and you'll be taking, or wanting to be taking, regroup as quickly as possible in terms of what Ignis can learn. It is such a great heal, especially when curative items are a little bit more expensive to come by at this stage, aren't they? So we'll once again just go for regroup here.
Everyone regroup!
Right here!
Piercer, which is what we've got selected at the moment for Prompto, is an ability that will actually lower the defence of the enemy. So it's not a bad one to use, in all honesty. potions, so I'll have to try and remember next time we're around the shop to actually stock up on those. Danger for a second, and we might have to actually use an elixir here because I'm a little bit concerned about Noctis getting into that danger zone. Okay, I'm not going to take any chances.
Hey, Ignis! Instructions! Everyone form up! Okay,
So the reason why this guy's taking quite a while to get down is because he's level 23ness compared to our level 20ness.
Reinforcements may be on their
But
way.
we've got some experience and some items.
Impeccable.
And we got one potion replaced. Thanks to Gladiolus' skill.
So, we hitting Lestalem soon?
Got some stuff I want to do first.
He really wants us to go and see his
Serious?
sister,
Well,
but we have got a lot of
I
content to
suppose
cover.
Iris is already safe in town. Alright then. You do what you gotta.
So we'll just choose auto travel. Ah, enemies are still near, are they? I'm not seeing any enemies in all honesty. Okay, maybe they just hadn't despawned enough.
Noct. The roads are perilous at night. We'd best head back into town.
Sure thing.
Yeah, let's head back to town.
Well then, let's call it a night.
So what's next? Ask around a little?
It's up to Noct.
Right, so first things first, we'll just pick up the hunt that I want us to do next. So we'll use the talk
what'll it
option,
be
not the
today?
quest option.
Grab some grub before you go. Reckon I could ask for your help.
And we're going to be taking on Red in Tooth and Claw, which will involve killing 9 Vortooth.
Get her done. Y'all take care now.
And next we're just going to head back to camp. So if we call our Chocobo here and mark it on our map, we can see the hunt isn't actually too far away. We might end up doing that on the way to camp. As long as no demon spawn, of course. As a matter of fact, we'll just wait until morning.
Prompto.
There in a jiffy!
It's too risky taking on hunts at this time because even if you're in the middle of fighting your hunt, demons can just spawn around where you are. Which obviously is not something that would be particularly pretty at this stage in the game.
Bugs!
Wuss.
Here we are. I'm not sure where we are on Elemency at the moment.
Nice riding with you.
Let's just have a brief look. We've got a lot of blizzard spells, in all honesty. And we don't actually need any more.
Shall we
so let's
camp
just
here?
stock up on fire. Maybe make something out of our lightning element. Then we can restock that. Let's discard this blizzard here. We're not really going to be making much use of it, in all honesty, are we? And if we make a fire and lightning spell. And don't forget, you can add items to them in this box here if you want to make them even more potent. But for now I'm just trying to free up our magic so that we can collect some more. That didn't sound good. Sounded like there were some demons spawning. And there is. So
Last thing I need now. Eyes peeled.
we just need to get to camp now, to be honest. I think are we full on blizzard? I think we are, aren't we? Yeah. Okay, so let's camp up. And we're still set up from the last time we camped here.
You can remain awake long enough to eat.
I think they're brave, actually, camping when I can even hear the demons still roaming in the background. Yeah, let's just zip ourselves in the tent. I'm sure we'll be safe. And have we got any new recipes or new ingredients for some of our other recipes? Let's just go for the grilled wild trevally. And we'll give our chocobo the mimit greens to boost its stamina. Another level gained and another bunch of AP as well.
Hey,
Any images
this one's
worth
pretty
saving
good.
here?
I know. I dig it too. You two are the picture of friendship.
Very good. Right then, so now we're going to do this hunt. And then we'll move on from Wizz's Chocobo post. Although we will be back later, of course. There will still be more hunts and
Time to go.
quests for us to do here.
Right behind you.
But not for now. So as you can see next to the Chocobo's level, it has its buff food. Which has boosted its stamina. The only annoying thing with Chocobos is their increased speed can make them harder to control.
This area's swarming with bugs.
Yeah.
You just go running into obstacles and make your way around them.
Thanks for the ride.
Right then, let's defeat these
Remember, they're just as
things.
Easy as they come.
Potion.
Watch out!
Now! Coming up! Big weapon like that will leave you wide open. Try another.
Ever thought about taking your own advice?
You can just not attack and then just do block and parry.
Watch yourself, Noct!
I know.
That'll be longer to defeat the enemies then, but it should actually mean that it's safer.
Watch this!
Feisty little
Get back!
devil.
Let's go for a good old regroup, get everyone healed up.
Right here! Yep.
Don't forget you can switch in battle as well what techniques your party members are using. So we can easily just go to the gear menu here, even though we're in the middle of a fight, and then switch Ignis back to enhancement.
Hey,
Cast it onto Noctis weapon.
To give you an edge.
Thanks.
My pleasure.
Link strikes are nice if you can get them pulled off because of the extra damage that you're going to witness from them.
Never knew what.
3 more to kill.
On top of it. Right here.
The way Ignis' enhancement works, I think I've got these numbers correct, but basically, when you cast it, it buffs your weapon. I think it's for 60 seconds, but if it crits, then it's for 4 minutes, 3 to 4 minutes. I could have those numbers wrong, but that's basically the way it works.
Nailed it!
Ignis.
We must regroup.
Okay.
Must be some kind of toxic.
Count on it.
Alright, this is the final one. Get a bit of fun on it, hasn't he?
Right there.
There we go.
That was a close call.
And we'll just call our Chocobo here. We've got poison on Noctis at the moment. So you can just use an antidote to clear that off, of course, if you want to do so. And we'll tell Wiz that we are done with his quest. Have I actually accessed the right menu? Oh, can't. It's gone, that's why.
So what'll it be today? Y'all are some pretty tough customers.
So we get another 2 stars towards our next hunter rank, bunch of gil and a high elixir. Lovely.
Y'all still keeping on, keeping on?
Okay, right, let's move on. Our next destination now is going to be to head to the, I forget what it's called, Coerx or something. It's this region anyway, around here. As you can see, there's a couple of quests for us to pick up, and there's some other bits and bobs to do around there as well, such as rescues and car repairs, etc, etc. So make sure we have a nice stock of potions, antidotes and repair kits, and I'll have to stock up on those. I think we've got enough repair kits, but maybe potions we are running low on when we actually reach the location itself. So I don't think we're quite ready to fast travel. I am mistaken, we are ready to fast travel. So we shall certainly be taking our opportunity to do so. I'm trying something new, by the way, with this series, as well as doing this complete walkthrough for the game, which, you know, is...
I'm sorry, I don't have that information.
How strange. Whatever I just said then seemed to trigger Siri off. Siri, you can just be quiet if you don't mind, please. And don't worry about it. Where was I? Oh, yes, as well as doing the standard walkthrough for the game, which, you know, you guys have come to expect from the Final Fantasy series that I've done previously. I'm also going to be doing standalone episodes.
I'm out of breather.
Just by editing some of the footage we've recorded from this walkthrough for other things such as quests and bosses and things like that. Now, that will also be in the walkthrough, but I'll also do the standalone episodes, which are more edited versions with specific instructions, text instructions on the screen with how to do those, you know, parts of the game. So they're going to be optional, you don't have to watch those, but if you don't want to watch the whole walkthrough and you just want specific tips and strategies on certain portions or certain events, then those videos will probably be right up your alley. Okay, so we're here now at, what is this place called? Cowork Station or something. There it is, look. Cowornix. It's got a bit of a strange name, but anyway, I'm just going to head to the clerk here at the shop in order to stock up on supplies. We have been spamming our potions like a good prince. And 50 gil a pop, we are going to make sure we have plenty of those. 50 should be a nice amount for now. 20 antidotes is perfect, and 20 repair kits is still also peachy. So just always make sure you're stocked up on those 3 items. Obviously for healing in battle, but also for when we're doing the repair quests and rescue quests out in the wild. So we'll just speak to this guy, see if he's got any information to give us.
Grab some food before you go?
No, he hasn't.
We'll see you around.
So we will be doing some hunts as well a little bit later, but I do want to try and get some of these quests, these side quests, done and completed. So we'll pick them up first. If we head... we'll just grab the item that's chilling over here in the corner. A debased coin. And we'll get to be introduced to a new character now, with a new quest line for us. And this will be the first in that series.
Well, if it isn't Sonya.
Huh. Somebody you know?
Spoke with her just the once, back at Hammerhead.
Now that you mention it, you were chatting someone up.
She's real knowledgeable about wildlife. Could teach us a thing or two. Go on and introduce yourself.
What is it now? If you don't mind, I'm rather busy at the moment. Oh, it's you boys. Wait, who are you again? And what do you need now?
Nothing.
You're saying you distracted me for nothing? This won't do. Won't do at all. Precious seconds down the drain. How am I to make up for them? Of course. You boys can help me.
Okay.
That's the spirit. I was just thinking I could use a few extra hands for catching frogs, to be precise.
Wait, what? Frogs?
And if you're thinking any old frog will do, wrong. You're not getting off that easily. Only the red frog native to Ulster suits my needs. You'll need to get knee and elbow deep down at the slough. With that, I'll get back to my work. Remember, it's red frogs, and make sure they're fresh.
So Sonya here likes frogs, and a lot of her quests are going to involve frogs of some kind or another.
That was...
So the next thing we're going to do is head over to the next quest, which is from a familiar character to us by now, the one and only Dave.
You know me.
So no doubt he has another dog tag he wants us to go and hunt down.
Howdy, boys. If y'all happen to stumble across another tag out there in the field, do me a favor and bring it my way.
So it's pretty typical stuff for Dave. First thing we need to do is just head to the local tipster, and he shall provide us with a little bit more information for that quest.
Welcome. What's on your minds?
So he's added the quest destination for us. At least now we know where we have to actually head to, which is always a bonus, I guess, isn't it? And if we head to the hunts, I can see if there's any hunts here that we can kick off our list. And we do want to do both of these hunts. So we'll start with the lower level one first. Galloping gorillas. And we've got a nice batch of stuff to be getting on with now. And we also have our chocobo to move us around the place, which is a bit of a bonus, isn't it? So first things first, we're going to head over into this direction because there is something we need to do over here. So let's chocobo up. And I'm just trying to make most good use out of my chocobo at the minute so that we can actually start levelling the little fella up. And it's just around here we want to head to for a rescue quest. Just going to try and pinpoint it as close as possible. Thinking about here. And we're just 0.2 miles away. And then we can start heading over to the hunt because a few of our other quests are over there as well.
Yep.
Right behind you.
So we could, well, the frog quest is over there near the hunt. At least in the same kind of direction. And there's a couple of other rescues and stuff as well to do over there. Dave's quest is a little bit out of the way compared to some of these others, but we'll get that done as well.
The hunt is on.
We'll just flee out of the combat zone here. Where's our marker gone that we were using? Ah, okay. This is a big monster zone, isn't it? I guess we are going to have to start clearing some stuff out here, in all honesty. We're not going to be able to avoid it for long.
No big deal.
There's a lot of Vortooths around here, it's got to be said.
Watch yourselves, Noctis.
I don't like fighting with all these bushes and trees around. It can be a bit of a pain trying to see what you're doing.
Outstanding.
Just try and get behind some blind sides in order to get more AP from battle.
Poison or something. Hey,
Take that.
where'd you learn that one, Noct?
And that. There's still loads to kill. Wow, where are they all coming from? Where in the world are they all coming from?
You'd never ask. Gotta love it.
Hey,
Have a bit of a regroup so we can get Noctis healed up.
Right here.
yep.
Knocked.
For some reason he didn't get healed up. Let's throw an antidote on him.
What? Apologies.
It's like this never-ending supply of these guys.
Keep it together. Stay there.
Is that the last one? Ah, sounds like there's an alarm outside. I'll be back in a minute. I'm back, and I just took the liberty of clearing out some more of those, well, whatever they were, Vortooths or something. There was just tons of them in this area, and I don't know how far we're going to get now before more start spawning on us. what we need to do is just keep an eye out for the rescue that we're undertaking currently. And it should be around these parts. So the guy should shout us when we get relatively close, I'd imagine. There we go, look. I don't think I heard him though.
I should be able to make it back. Thanks to you.
Ooh, that couldn't have gone any better.
Okay, and now we're going to head over, I guess, to the hunt we could do next, couldn't we? Since it's not too far away from us. So let's call our trusty, I was going to say steed, but it's not a steed, is it?
Let's go.
Up in the right direction. Sorry about that, I was actually looking at my phone at the time. I seem to be quite popular today, I'm not sure why. So we'll go and take care of these gorillas. I believe these monsters have quite a lot of health, so might be a lengthy battle.
Beautiful day.
But I'm sure we'll manage.
Totally.
And then we're going to take a look at the quest we picked up for the Sanya lady, the Professor's protege. So grab the ingredients as well while we are here.
Noct! You gotta try this!
Nah, I think they heard you.
The Chocobo's like, please ride me. Ah! Oh no, I thought I'd mounted by mistake. There we go. Last one.
Easy now.
It should be around here.
Imperials above us!
Thanks.
Uh-oh. Hopefully we'll be far enough away from those to avoid them for the time being.
Thanks for the ride.
We're in the money. We're in the money.
Ready for this?
So let's go for the good old lock and we'll see what these guys are weak to. So they're weak to great swords and to fire. We'll just quickly switch regroup out for enhancement so that we can get Noctis' sword, well, enhanced quite frankly.
Yes! Gotcha! You rang?
They've all been poisoned. So remember, we've got about a minute now of enhancements, unless that was a crit. And these guys are going down quite quickly, actually. Move, move, move. I can't see where we are or what we're doing.
Of course.
Block. Block. These things look quite nice and cuddly, actually, don't they? Ooh. Ah, I thought it was going to hit his bum then. Would have been a nice blind side to give us more AP.
I think we're in for a fight.
Yeah, we bargained for.
Let it be done.
Ah, we've done it. There we go.
Alright, time to make a delivery.
Don't want to spoil the spoils.
Whew.
Ah, we got the quest item we needed for Tarka as well. If you remember, we picked that quest up earlier. And we couldn't complete it because we couldn't access the area. But now we can.
Seems we've found.
Looks like we're going to have to fight these guys. We wouldn't have to, we could run away. But we'll take care of them while we are here. And then we'll go and do the protege quest.
Nice guy!
These guys never seem to land, do they? That if they're going to land near us, they're flying to certain death. Right then, so we'll go ahead and accept the Professor's protege. And we'll mount up on our chocobo. Now this quest can be a little bit frustrating, so we do need to try and complete it before the nighttime sets in. So we'll quickly race across to the area we need to head to.
See you, Slowpoke!
Magitech engine. It's close.
Let me give the orders this time.
Just keep it short.
I know there's stuff to kill and Magitech engines and items to loot, but I do want to try and complete this quest if we are able to do so. So we've got to catch the 5 red frogs, which are basically located around here, and we need to get all of them, which they can unfortunately be hard to see, which is why I suggested that we try and hurry up over here so we're not doing it in the cold, in the dark even. Let's actually try and stay in the quest area, which would be helpful. Ooh, item for us to pick up.
Ah, the breeze feels good.
Indeed.
I think you do hear the frog when you're close to it. There we go, there's one. Doesn't help for me because I have to have my volume right down so it doesn't get caught on the microphone. There's the second. Yeah, just love all these trees blocking our view. There he is.
Got it.
Nice work, Noct.
2 in succession there, and we just need the final one. There it is. Just on top of the mound here.
Hey, try not to squash it.
That should do it.
All the bounce has gone out of me.
Let's present the whole to Sania.
The gift of frogs for a lady. Well, there's a first for everything.
And it is getting a little bit late now, but we are very close to another quest which I want us to do. The next fisherman's quest. Or the next fishing quest. You remember we did one by Golden Key?
Easy now.
And it just makes sense, I guess, to do this now. While we are close, even though it is, as I say, getting late. If we can do it in time, then that would be very helpful. So we'll go ahead and speak to this fella. We'll just grab the loot that's over on the rock here first. Amethyst black bracelet, very nice.
If you're here for the hunting, do it someplace else. I don't want you boys scaring the fish.
You're into fishing?
Indeed I am. You too?
Yeah, I fish whenever I can.
Well then, a fellow fish nut. Come on, let me show you a good spot.
So here we have the next fishing location that Noctis can use.
Haven't seen you around these parts before. First time here?
Something like that?
Well, the name's Navith. I've traveled the whole world just about, looking for new fishing. If you're as keen as you say, what do you say to a challenge?
A challenge?
The Crag Barramundi. Lurks in these waters. Catch him, and I'll make it worth your while.
Okay, I'll do it.
I like your spirit, my boy.
Right, so we've got to catch the Crag Barramundi. And we can actually use the bomber, that's no problem.
You're talking grilling. Nothing beats barramundi. Try it.
Fishing looks good here.
Or you can use, if you have it, the sweet jamming custard lure. Either way, we'll fish now. And if we just head to tackle here. Sweet jamming, we want either custard or the bomber. Either's fine. And then it's just the same technique that we've used before until we catch what it is we're after. Try that again. I'm level 2 fishing at the minute, but this one isn't too hard to catch, so we should be okay. That guy's just not interested, is he? Let's try over here.
Ah, dude! Make it quick. I'm so hungry there's a hole in my tummy.
Talk about backseat fishing.
Ah, lost it. Sometimes getting the fish to actually hook on can be the real nightmare. At last. So once again, just keep your tension under control here. Reel in with R2, only when your tension's low. Otherwise, be prepared for your line to snap and your fish to escape.
Turn the rod toward the fish.
So we're just about going to get this.
Got it. The prize catch.
That's the one Navith was talking about?
Yep, that's the Crag Barramundi, all right.
Yeah, scored big.
Ah, we got the quest item first go as well.
Massive!
Look at the size of that thing.
Very impressive. So we're going to finish fishing for now.
Before it's too late.
And hand in the quest to Naviv before heading on back to the car where we can rest at FFXV station or whatever it's called.
Well, I'll be darned. Well, a promise is a promise. Here's your prize.
You sure?
Sure, I'm sure. With that lure, you'll be able to diversify, reel in more kinds of fish.
Just a heads up now, you're going to want to get your fishing to about level 5 before the next quest in this series.
The day, that's what being an angler's all about. You're still wet behind the ears, but you got potential.
Now we won't be doing the next quest immediately. So you haven't got to rush to level up your fishing, but just bear in mind that when you get chance, you'll want to do that for sure.
Let's fish.
You're gonna try out that lure, right?
Of course he is.
Well, if you guys insist.
And when you're ready and you've done enough fishing, we can head back to the car. Right, so back in town, we're going to head first of all to the caravan so that we can get rested up and bring daytime to us.
Ugh, I'm all sticky and gross.
I'll grab the caravan since we do get the experience bonus over staying out camping. Although we do of course now lose our chocobo buff and we'll have to purchase our own meal. But we should get a level from doing this instead of not getting a level by not doing it, if that makes sense. There we go. And Noctis is levelling up his fishing. Remember what I suggested? To try and work on getting that to level 5 before the next quest becomes available to us, which is in the next set of side quests that we do. Don't think we've got a picture of Sonya yet, so we'll grab that one.
Hey, this one's pretty good.
I know. I dig it too.
Oops, no, don't want to grab that. We'll grab the one with Noctis catching his big catch. And now I'm going to go and hand in the hunt that we've done. I'm not going to worry too much about completing Sonya's quest because we're going to be back here
Morning.
to speak to Dave once we've done his quest. But I do want to get the next hunt now while we are here, so we'll have to hand the first one in.
Welcome. Nice work out there.
And the next hunt that we're going to get off this guy is, I believe it's called Beast Swallow in the Wetlands.
So, you think you're pretty tough, huh? Go get him.
And we'll just grab some food while we are here. Kenny salmon, that sounds nice. In the sense that it boosts our attack and our defence. 1500 gil's a bit pricey, but there you go.
We'll see you around.
So, how far away is the hunt itself? We're looking over here, so we'll head over there first, I think. Was that where we did the fishing? It was, wasn't it? I might do a little bit of fishing while we're there as well then. And then we'll move on across to do Dave's quest and some more rescues as well. In fact, yeah, we'll just ride over there and then we'll come back to the car to go and do Dave's stuff. So I do want to try and get, as I've said, some good use out of this chocobo.
Ignis, we're going.
On my way.
And without any buffs, the stamina bar is once again quite small. But we should be reaching level 3 with our chocobo soon, which should actually boost our stats. There we go. Speaking of which, I honestly had no idea that was about to happen. Right, where's the...
I suspect the hunter had his rest around
thing
here.
overhead?
Up and look.
We can also do another quest that's recently become available to us. And that's Cindy's Regalia quest. So let's just select that while we are here. And find the coating.
Thanks for the ride.
Nice riding with you.
Hey, look. This
There we have
gotta be
it.
the stuff.
Bingo!
Let's try and avoid the bad stuff there.
Find out when Cindy sprays it on the car.
That just wants to kill us.
Feels like we become Cindy's personal errand boys.
Yeah, isn't it great?
And let's just head back to targeting our hunt.
You seem pleased.
Nope.
So we're getting quite a bit done in this area, aren't we? Which is nice. Don't think the chocobos will run across this water here, will they? Nope. They're like, no, don't make us do that.
Better keep up.
So we will head back to the previous region. I think we'll do Dave's quest first and the rescues, and we'll do that last then.
I'm going all out.
Just don't get too carried away.
Sure want to talk.
And there's the hunt just over in the distance there. And we need to kill 5 of these guys. If you could dismount please, Noctis, I'd really appreciate that. I can't dismount in water, fair enough.
Aw, thanks, buddy.
Hey, no power. Let's just try and lead with these guys, make sure we're using the correct weapon. They're actually weak to javelins and shields along with ice. That's fine. We'll just use Ignis's enhancement to do the job for us.
Chop chop. How about this?
There's the first one defeated.
Feisty little devils.
Next.
No problems here.
Must be toxic.
Wouldn't expect any less from you. Good.
We're on the same page.
Last one. Trying to run away.
Get lost.
Okay, so that's them sorted.
No use hanging around here.
5 AP plus the AP we gained during battle. Very nice. By the way, this camera take photo, which you can take your own photos using, obviously, is something that's only just become available in a patch that was recently released for this game, which is interesting to note. So, where's our fishing location? I think it's around here. Ah, there we are, it's on the other side. It would be, wouldn't it? Why aren't we using Chocobo? Well, I'm going to do some fishing, guys, and then I'll see you back at town. Just before we actually head back to the town, there's a broken down quest we can do just over here.
It's close.
So we'll grab that before we do head back. And I'll just show you where on the map we are. So we're close to all the other stuff we've been doing, which is why I thought we'd get this done now before we move on.
Thank goodness you're here. My car is stuck.
And as usual, these quests do require the repair kit, which we have plenty of. So we'll immediately talk to the chap again and get him back on his way.
Thank you.
I'd call that a job well done.
So 1500 gil for our trouble for that easy quest. And now we are just going to choose to return to the car since we haven't been driving around, which means it will take us back to the town so we can hand the hunt in. And then we're going to head over to the western area of this, well, west of the town anyway, so that we can start getting some of the other bits done that are over in that area, namely Dave's quest. But there's also a tour for us to do and some more rescues as well. So we can get them all done together.
Running low. Gotta fill up before we send it.
Welcome to the Crow's Nest.
I'm not going to bother with any more hunts from this place for the time being, since they're just going to be too out of the way at the moment. We get the Warrior's Anklet, which is a nice item.
What's on your minds?
17,000 plus gil now, so we are building up a nice amount. And we're going to head over to the Regalia now and start driving. If we just select Dave's quest so that we know roughly where we're heading, we can see that we've got to go up and over to here. There's actually a campground we can stop at on the way, and in fact we are going to do so. So if we just select the Regalia here, we'll go to auto drive, parking spot. No, we don't want to go to wherever it is he's trying to take us, to Hammerhead. With the parking spot you have to actually select on the list itself rather than by any other means. So better off just setting map point rather than parking spot, unless you know exactly where on the list you need to select. So what we're doing is we're heading over to the campsite to stay, and that will kick off a tour for an AP reward. Very nice.
Taking a walk on the wild side?
Nothing like nature in the middle of nowhere.
So not a long journey for us to have to face there. Just make sure that we get the right camp here. We'll target it on the map. It is the right place. 500 feet away. That sounds like a chocobo job to me.
Easy now.
So this is going to be a quest involving Noctis and Prompto. Let's just kill these enemies here because I do want to grab the elements if we can. I wouldn't be surprised if we're short on some of them, but...
Here goes nothing!
Okay, that's them dealt with nicely in an orderly fashion. I know that we're pretty full with our flasks, so I think we're just going to have to ignore the elements around here for now. Oh, we can get fire and lightning actually, so we'll do that. Grab the lightning energy from over here, and then fire from just up to the northeast section. I do recommend that you do focus on building up your magic power, mainly because it will come in useful. I mean, it already has come in useful for us, but especially later on in the game, and especially if we move on to fighting optional bosses that are much higher level than us, magic is basically so useful then.
Let's call it a day.
So it's good to start preparing for it now.
Pitch the tent.
So because we're staying at camp, we will get to feed our chocobo. And what should we have to eat? We have been doing quite a bit of fishing, but it doesn't look like we can... Oh, we can make grilled wild trevally. Let's go for the schnitzel sandwich. So after dinner then we'll be able to kick the tour off.
Perfect timing.
Hey, Noct! I want to go take some pics tomorrow morning, and I could use your help. What do you say?
Sure, why not?
Sweet! I'll wake you up when it's time. All right, let's hit it.
Where are we going anyway?
To the slough to shoot a Catoblepas with my camera. In order to do that, though, we're gonna need to pick some mushrooms first. They say the big fellas can't get enough of them. With the mushrooms, we can lure one in nice and close. It's foolproof. Mushroom picking takes a fun guy.
So you're not even listening.
I guess this is probably the most involved tour that we've done up until this point. We need to first of all loot 3 mushrooms, and then we'll be taking, or Prompto will be attempting to take,
Over here.
a photo of that large creature that's bathing over in the distance. Just nab these ingredients. So we just need to hunt around the area until Prompto prompts us, no pun intended. But he finds the mushrooms.
Here we go. Nice! Let's grab just one more for the road.
So we just continue to run around, and any moment now Prompto will interfere. Any moment. Any moment.
Noct! I think I found one! With that, we're all set.
You're pretty hyped, even by your standards.
Dude, a huge opportunity like this doesn't come by often. I can't afford to miss it. You wouldn't pass on a big fish, am I right?
I guess.
Dude, these mushrooms are the ticket to photographing a close encounter of the Catoblepas kind. Let's head over to the slough.
Okay, so now we're going to actually take the photo itself, and depending on how brave you are, results in the type of picture that you get here. This guy will attack you if you let him get too close. And unless you've done a ton of side quests, without your other party members, you're unlikely to be able to actually take him on.
I need you to stand right here with the mushrooms.
What?
You lure him in and I shoot.
You serious?
Of course. Should be easy, right?
Yeah, easy to get my ass killed.
So we get to choose our pose here. And when you're ready, then you can make your pose.
In the shot or what?
Not just yet.
Let's see how close we can get this guy.
Pretty close.
Just a little closer.
It doesn't matter how far you take the picture away from the monster, by the way. You'll still get the reward. Wow, this is insane.
All right.
Now,
Strike a pose.
And we'll go ahead and save that. And now what? It's time to run.
Get out of there, Noct!
You can actually, as I say, defeat that guy. But you don't have to. And that brings us to the end of that tour, up close and personal.
Should be safe here. Hey, what are you laughing at? I could have died.
But we got the perfect shot. Oh, and had ourselves some crazy fun. Oh man, you should have seen your face. Oh, I wish I'd snapped that too.
Prompto.
Come on, you know you had a blast. And I totally leveled up my photography skill.
So we get a new photo filter, camera filter, as a reward for that.
All right, mission accomplished.
Thanks to who?
My hero, Noct.
But we still get our AP. Which of course we're not going to say no to. So let's head back to the Regalia, which we've parked just up the way up there. So we'll just select auto, quest location, and final resting planes. Ah, apparently we get to fast travel. How unusual. Oh, it's because we visited the tipster, wasn't it? And he pinpointed the location for us on the map.
Let's go.
Right, so if we just head over to this hut, which we can see in the distance, we'll probably have to kill these fat guys that are hanging around. I mean, we might not have to, but, oh yeah, we will.
Thanks for the ride.
But yeah, once we kill these, then we can go ahead and collect the dog tag.
Any plan of attack? Plow right through them? I'll circle around. Immaculate.
Want some?
We're on the same page.
This shouldn't take long.
Yeah, those level 10 guys are pretty easy.
This sounds like you're having fun.
And here's the item.
Glad we found it. Time to make another delivery.
We're not going to head back just yet. There's a few other bits we can do while we're here. And the first of those rescues is located... just let me try. It's actually not far from here. I think it's around this location. So we'll load up our chocobo. Where is the little fella? Oh, here he comes.
Easy now.
So remember, this is the type of quest where you're going to require either a potion or a antidote.
Is anybody out there?
Yeah.
Hear the hunter trying for us, and he's just located up here. If you don't have a chocobo for whatever reason, you should be able to make your way up from around the other side.
You saved me. Thank you.
Ooh, that couldn't have gone any better.
So that's the first rescue done. There is another rescue coming up, but I would also like to just take a moment to do another mystery map actually. So we'll go and do that now, I think. if we head over to the map here, then we can make our way over to this parking point actually in the car. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go back to the car, because the next mystery map is right near that parking spot. So we need to actually collect the map and then go and find the fragments. Hopefully you guys are just about getting used to this kind of side quest. So near here there should be a car, and there is, and the map we want to take is just next to the door.
Surprise! Another map scrap!
And this is Scraps of Mystery 6. Now, we do just need to head on up to here for this one. So we could probably avoid driving, but yeah, let's actually get on our chocobo, since we do need to level this guy up, and it looks like using the car wouldn't be particularly useful because of the high rises that the road goes on to, which means that we wouldn't be able to jump across anyway. So we'll just head up here, and where did I say it was? About here, didn't I? So I'll mark that point on the map. And it's kind of at the base of these weird pillar things. And bother disembarking the mount in order to grab the items that are near us. That thing. So
Thanks for the ride.
Oh, it's the Giganto. That's actually part of the quest, I think, for later. It's going to be a bit of a tough fight, this is, due to our level. Well, I say that, it's not exactly got full health, has it? Apparently level 27 mobs are not too much for our party. This guy's going down.
Yes, sir!
Rain.
That's it.
What's what?
I've come up with a new recipe.
Can't wait to try it.
And somewhere around here now should be the map fragment that we need. These things can be a complete pain to find though. We'll head over to the item that we can grab as well, see what that is. A chrome bit. I believe that'll be useful in upgrading weapons perhaps later on. Another Giganto day. Let me just check on the map that we are exactly where we need to be. It's more around here, in fact. So we do just need to move up closer to that area. There we have it. I'll just show you on the map where that is.
Is it starting to look like anything?
Okay, so it's really close to where I actually pinpointed that location. I mean, it wasn't spot on there, but it was particularly close. Right, so we can do another rescue now, which has recently become available to us, and it's located around about here. So first things first, we'll head back to the Regalia, and then we'll try and fast travel to that parking spot. And then that's all the rescues and broken down cars we're going to be doing for the time being. And there's no more map pieces either. So we'll do this rescue and then we'll head back, I think, to town in order to hand in our quest to Sonia and Dave.
Oh.
And then we'll make a decision on exactly what it is we're doing next. So map points. Good old fast travel.
Well, here we are.
Looks like we just need to mark that area again. So that's where we want to go to.
Easy now.
So I'm pretty sure I pinged the right location here on the map. And we're making good progress actually, I think, through all of these quests and optional piece of content that the game's put our way.
And reinforcements.
Just try and get out of that quest area there. And we are looking up above here.
Sounds like someone's...
Not near the buildings. There we go, look. The guy's just chilling out by the cliffs here, so we'll go and speak to him.
You saved me. Thank you.
I'd call that a job well done.
Right. So we'll head back to the Regalia and then head back to town to hand in our quests. So who should we speak to first? I guess Sonia, since she's the closest. Tell her that we've got her frogs.
Look at all these lovelies. Thank you, boys. Now my research can spring along.
Research?
From longer nights to earthquakes, there's been a lot of strange phenomena of late. The world's out of whack, and there's no end to the mysteries that want for solving.
Mysteries like frogs.
Yep, you see, red frogs only appeared recently. We don't know what gave rise to the mutation. But this tiny critter could hold the key to the world's mysteries in its webbed feet.
Huh.
Fascinating stuff, right? When can you help again?
Couldn't say right now.
Well, when you can, you let me know. For now, here's a token of my thanks for finding the frogs. You've earned it.
Ah, 3,000 experience for doing that. And a star pendant as well. And there will be more quests for Sonia as she moves on to other locations within the game.
Sonia. Last name Jaeger, if I'm not mistaken.
Took you long enough to make the connection.
Sonia who?
Sonia Jaeger, famed professor of biology. Her works have been published the world over.
Whoa, she's a big deal? You sure don't get that impression.
And now Dave.
Thanks, boys. Reckon whoever this belonged to is real happy to know it's been found.
Right, so looking at my list of side quests, we've done the photo op, the broken car, the rescues and the tour, we've done Sonia, we've done a few of the hunts. In fact, I think we've done all the hunts that I want to do now. We've done Dave's quest, Navid's quest, which is the fishing quest, all the Chocobo quests we can do for now. The mystery map as well. We're going to just quickly head back to the first place, what's it called, Hammerhead, hand in the quest there that we've got to hand in. And then there's perhaps one or two more things I want us to get done before we just crack on then with a little bit of story. And I do mean a little bit of story, because that's pretty much the routine. It's a little bit of story, followed by a bunch of new side quests. We'll head back first of all to the diner where Taka is located.
Oh, y'all really came through. Now I got enough stock for weeks.
How come you don't do your own hunting?
Did a little when I was a youngin'. Chased down folks begging them for food with nothing but my knife. But that was no life. Ever since Sid came and bailed me out, I only ever use my knife in the kitchen. This here's for y'all. It'll fill you up and taste good going down.
Nice bunch of stuff to reward us with, and yes, he does have another quest, but we're not going to be doing that at this particular moment.
So he did hunt with the knife.
Desperate measures?
Instead, we're going to head over to Cindy.
That must have been 30 years ago, give or take.
Yeah, right in the middle of the war.
Welcome back. You find the place all right?
Yep, sure did.
No surprise there. Y'all can hang on to that. That's your reward. Spray your car with a coat of that stuff, and it'll keep her looking spick and span. Y'all want to treat the old girl right, don't you? And nothing feels better than driving around in a clean car.
So basically, if we equip this item that Cindy's just given us, then we can also make sure that the Regalia never needs servicing again. So we'll go ahead and pick up the quest that she's got on offer for us.
Well, hey there, Prince.
Though we won't be doing it just yet.
You guessed it. Must be written all over my face. You see, one of our regulars tipped me off to something real special. Little thing called a supercharger, and a pretty powerful one at that. You boys wouldn't happen to be interested in one, would you? Fella snatched it from a scrap car, but didn't know what to do with it, so he left it. If y'all want it, it's yours for the taking.
And now we can just go ahead and customise.
What'll it be? What do you fix
And components is what we want to use, and the fiberglass coating is the item we've just collected.
How's this? Y'all just sit tight now. Fixed her up real nice.
And there we have it. The Regalia will now be fully serviced all the time. The next quest that we've just picked up can't actually be completed until Chapter 7, so that'll be sitting in our quest log for a while. But now we've done actually all the side content that I actually really want to do at this particular moment, so we're going to head over to the story destination. If we choose quest objective, we can select the burden of expectation, or we can shave some time off our journey by fast travelling as far as we can go first of all. Would that be to this parking spot? Yes, it would. And then we can just travel from there once we've loaded. And we are starting to get a little bit late now, which is not the best of news in all honesty. But we'll begin making our way over automatically, and then when Ignis doesn't want to drive, we'll have to take over manually. So we're going to be visiting Lestalem for the first time in the game. It's quite a major location in all honesty. And there's going to be lots for us to do there over the course of the game, including a whole bunch of optional side content and some strong quests, monsters to take on as hunts a little bit later. But that's all getting a bit ahead of ourselves. For now, the plan is to go there and meet Iris, who is Gladio's sister, and that will precede the story for us. for a little while before, you've guessed it, we start taking on more side content. Although our team is levelling up nicely now. I think we're level 21.
Now might be a good time to consider where we'll set down for the night.
I'm with Iggy.
It's pretty cool seeing the meteor for ourselves.
Yeah, it was on fire!
Surprised Titan's hands don't burn up.
Wait, I thought that was just a fairy tale.
Tales of the Six fighting alongside Lucian kings date back to the Age of Gods.
For real?
For real. And yet somehow I find it hard to believe. Not all kings are created equal.
Yeah, laugh it up.
Interestingly, we get our first mention there of the Six. Now, the Six are ancient beings known as astrals. And we've just been given the name of the first one, which is Titan.
The roads are perilous at night. We'd best head back into town.
But we'll find out more about them
There's a thin line
as we proceed.
bravery and stupidity.
We couldn't actually really see the meteor because of it being night time.
Nice weather.
We're going to have to do some manual driving at this point. Hopefully we're going to avoid demons,
Fine. Take a load off for a while.
since we've still got 0.62 miles until we reach our next destination. But we'll just head through this tunnel basically, and we'll be there.
It's like we're warping to another dimension.
Wonder where we'll end up.
I don't know if demons can spawn in tunnels, maybe they can't. Maybe we're safe driving through this section, who knows? It's a bit frustrating at times actually, how time really does just run away from you in this game.
Haven't enjoyed the city life in a while.
They even got a cable car!
I'd like to see where it leads.
Okay, well. Welcome to Lestalem. This is Lestalem at night time, of course.
One hell of a crowd.
Well, this must be the main thoroughfare.
She's at the Laville. Let's go.
The quest has updated for us. And we're heading to the Laville, which is a hotel. And that's the plan, anyway, where we're going to find Iris. This city is actually quite frustrating in the sense that you can't sprint. I don't know why you can't sprint, but getting around is a little bit tedious because you can't sprint.
Whoa, did you feel that?
You mean the earthquake?
What's wrong?
My head just started throbbing.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm fine.
And when you're ready, then head into the hotel itself for a cutscene.
Gladdy!
Iris.
Look at you guys holding your own out there.
What can I say? You look good.
All things considered. You guys are staying here, right?
That's the plan.
When you have time, we have catching up to do.
Sure.
Jared and Talcott, is it good to see you?
Prince Noctis! Iris is safe with me.
Please excuse my grandson. He has yet to learn his manners.
I like it.
Your Highness is very kind. but we shan't impose.
A very good night to you, Your Highness.
So, Iris, what was it like inside the Crown City?
Not pretty. The Citadel took a beating. But a lot of outlying neighborhoods made it through in one piece.
The Empire had tactical targets in mind.
You know, if there's anything else, you can ask me.
Yeah, thanks. What?
So, about Lady Lunafreya, I keep hearing she was in town. Apparently she left right away, but at least it means she's okay.
Good to hear. Thanks.
Yeah, well, get a good night's rest.
So at this point we're going to be pretty much forced to take Iris's advice here, and we will be tallying up our experience. But we do get 1.5 multiplier, which is nice. So instead of 8k XP in this case, each of my characters will be getting 12,000. So we should get a couple of levels from this, along with a bunch of AP. Not too shabby. That looks like one mean photo. Talcott and Jared there, who we've just recently been introduced to, along with Iris, of course.
Morning, sleepyhead.
Morning. Where is everyone?
Oh, they're out walking with Talcott. They went to see the sights. We should too.
Sure. Why not?
Great. I'll show you around.
It seems your patience was rewarded. Enjoy your walk, and please take care.
So technically we've just started a side quest, but it is worth doing because you can grab rewards and that as we walk around here with Iris.
Marketplace. Follow me, right this way.
And the other bonus to doing this quest is that you'll familiarise yourself with the city as you go. And as I suggested to you, we are going to be travelling to this place and around this place, incidentally, quite a substantial amount throughout the game.
Here at night.
So it never hurts to learn our way around, so to speak.
This is the Partella Market. You can get almost anything here.
Lots of side quests to do from around here as well.
Good.
All these shops seem right up your alley.
You know me so well. Wow.
So we'll just continue to follow Iris.
Look at all this neat stuff. I'm gonna take a look. Give me just a sec. Done. Next, we're gonna see the power plant.
Burning up in here.
Okay, so next we're heading up north here to find the PowerPoint area. And as I was saying, there's going to be a lot of quests that are given to us and completed around the market area, so try and just get a good idea of where that was. Although, of course, as we're going through the walkthrough and that, I will be showing you anyhow. So we can see the power plant just over there. And the quest marker we need to head to is just here. Just looking around for items that we might want to pick up.
That's the power plant, the driving force behind Lestalum's prosperity.
So we can't head there just yet.
Only women work there. As a matter of fact, women are the ones who do all the work in this town.
Sounds like your kind of place. I can see you doing well here.
I think so too. It's so different from home. I was surprised at first, but I like it. All right, next we're going to the Outlook.
We get a nice 250 experience here every time we do something positive for Iris, whatever her name is.
I'm a city girl, but I dig the rustic charm.
Huh?
I'm just moving the camera around so that we can try and see every point of view as we move around in case there's any hidden loot, such as there was in that case then. Oracle Ascension coin is very nice, indeed. I mean, it's not essential that you loot everything at the moment, since you'll be running all over the place anyway. But as, of course, we are moving through now, it doesn't hurt, I guess, does it? It doesn't hurt.
Been a lot of tremors lately. Hope the rocks around here haven't been...
And we're actually just making our way to the front of the city at this point.
You would totally love the drinks in this place.
Would I?
Heard the wife got a promotion.
Here we go.
Pegler Outlook. Amazing view, right? Look! There's the meteor. You know, Noct, this almost feels like a date.
If it were, your brother would kick my ass.
Well, we better keep it quiet then. And besides, you already have Lady Lunafreya. The others are probably back at the hotel by now. Let's join them.
Okay, so that brings us pretty much to the end of that side quest. We just need to head back to the hotel. There are some people we need to talk to around here for a recipe, but I don't think it's going to help doing so while we're not with Ignis. And they might not even be here yet anyway. But I thought while I was in the location we could check. Anyway, let's head back to the level now and finish things up here for today. In fact, before I forget, because I'm bound to do so, I'm just going to see if we can
I shop here all the time.
upgrade our Chocobo rental, since we've only got a single day left. You can't use your Chocobo in the city of Lestalum. I probably should have mentioned that. Those of you that aren't playing along maybe were wondering why it is I'm just running around at not even top speed. Well, that's because that's what the game forces you into, unfortunately.
Let's see if the others are back. Haven't had fun like this since we were kids. Thanks, Noct.
No sweat. I had fun too.
You did? I'm so happy to hear that. Anyway, the thing I bought today, it's for you. But it's a surprise, so you're gonna have to wait.
So Strava 2 is finished. And as I said, that is actually an optional side quest.
Look who's back.
Although it is also quite story-y, isn't it?
Go on and tell him what you told me.
You got it.
Oh, come now, show some respect.
Whoa, no need to respect me. I'm not royalty.
So, there's this legend about a sword, and the sword's supposed to be behind a waterfall nearby.
It may well be one of the lost tombs.
check it out?
Sure. Thanks for the tip, Talcott.
You're welcome.
Huh?
Okay, so our next story quest is the sword in the waterfall. And we are going to be doing that next. Before we do any more side content. You'll be pleased to know. So, I think we'll finish things off for today and pick that up next time. I'm just going to see if those people are back. But there's just a couple of minor things I want to check. Well, one minor thing actually. And that's to see if we can buy cup noodles.
Right. Might be worth investing in a few servings in the event our pantry runs bare.
Well, put it on the list.
Okay, and if we buy cup noodles, then Ignis can make them when we are at camp. Let's go for 10.
Thank you. Come again.
And I believe they give us an experience boost when Ignis crafts them, that is. But there is also another recipe that Ignis can learn around here. I'm just not sure if the person that gives it is available yet.
Oh, this looks
Oh no,
awesome.
it is. She is.
Dude, oh, this is gonna be a party in my mouth.
I dare say I can recreate this.
It gives us experience boost as well, but it gives us a very nice experience boost in fact. The only thing is the item that one of the items that we need is quite rare. But I'll show you how to get that at another time. For now, we're going to finish things off here for today, folks, so thanks for joining me. As always, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already, and hit the like button as well on this video. Thanks a lot, guys, for joining me today, and come back next time as we continue on with Final Fantasy 15. See you later.